All right. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning,
Famous,
star
right?
beams. That looks nice. Good morning. Happy
There
Thursday.
All right.
The flu is over. Oh, I don't know if it was the flu. What was it? Ellie was home
Random
yesterday
fever.
with a random drive-by fever that lasted 24 hours. And so now she's good.
She's all more gooder,
She's going back to school today. So today is Thankful Thursday,
which we're grateful for.
which we're getting ready to go into Good Friday.
Right.
So
Sorry, I'm just getting coffee.
okay. So how are you? Good morning, Iris. Good morning, Jen. Oh my gosh, are you guys ready for a great day today? Thankful Thursday is really funny because I always try to wake up and prime the pump, right? And get in my gratitude. I'm like all ready, and I'm like, yeah, what's great about today? And I start to get like really fired up, and then I wake Ellie up, and then
She's not
happy in the
like it, no.
morning. So then the tears come, and she's like, I don't want to get up. I don't want to. And I'm like, wow, talk about state management. How do I maintain
Morning,
my
Nancy.
positive energy in the morning when my 4-year-old is just like ain't having it, is like full of the negativity in the morning. School sucks. I don't want to get dressed. I don't want to put on my shoes. I don't want to do anything. And I didn't even really think about it in those terms, but it really is an energy zapper. So what I said to her
Energy vampire.
this morning, I said, yeah, what if you're an energy vampire? It's your toddler. I said to her this morning, I said, or your preschooler, I said, honey, mommy loves to start the day positive with lots of, I can do it. It's going to be a good day.
Don't be a crybaby. Be a try-baby.
You know what I mean? And we're like wounding her, I'm sure, because she's going to go and she's like, I could never be in a bad mood. I always had to change my state. She's going to like talk about her parents like that. I'm confident, but I'll tell you what, I'll take the risk. Okay, because the risk will be better. The reward will outweigh the risk when she learns how to stay positive herself when she's out there in the world. So
she turned it around a little bit.
She did turn it around, but I had to sell her that.
You have to sell her it.
No, I had to sell her
master
because
influencers.
like, hey, why is it a good thing to start the day off believing in yourself and feeling positive and feeling like you can do it? And I told her last night. She said, I can't. I said, that's a bad word. She went, it is. It's a bad word. And I was like, well, a lot of people don't think it is, but we do.
Yeah.
So
we don't use that.
Why don't you believe? Of course I can. It's my heart's desire to feed you milk, my queen. Go ahead, talk about ThankFull. I'm gonna get her some milk.
So yeah, there's so many things, as you know, to be grateful for. And one thing that was pretty cool, I've been out networking and doing quite a bit. And yesterday I went to 3 different events. That's right, 3. And what was very cool about it is there were some people I saw at the same, like they went to the same events that I did. They were all in reasonable proximity, but also just met some people that just sort of were destined to meet. And what's interesting is when you're in this state of grace, this state of gratitude, you show up with a lot more presence. You don't even realize it because you're vibrating, not to get so woo-woo-y, but you're vibrating at a frequency that people are really digging and they're connecting to. So when you show up happy to be somewhere, grateful for the opportunity, it actually, you get attracted. People will be attracted to that because the energy is so welcoming and opening. And one of the comments I got last night from somebody who did a speed networking thing was like, oh, this guy's just so easy to get along with. And, it was just because I was just happy to be there.
Well, you go in with an expectant attitude.
Right.
And we all go in everything in our lives with an expectant attitude. It's just what you expecting. Okay, are you, and you could come for that philosophy, I'm just going to not have any expectations at all. And that's fine too, just going with an open mind. But we're all expecting something. As soon as we, walk into something, we're already telling ourselves a story. Oh, this is going to be another bad day today, or I'm not going to meet the right people that I need to meet, or nobody's really here. Well, actually, everybody here is not doing anything.
One of the guys that was there when I said I was going to the other one, he's like, "You're going to another one? How do you get it?" Because
I hate this.
Yeah, he's like, I mean, man, how do you like talk to so many people and like you're happy to talk to them? Like, And I'm like, because I am like, I don't even like, I go in going like really genuinely curious and excited to meet new people and find what synergies there are. And last night met some really cool people, and it was, I believe, because when you're out there just working and networking and really going with expectations to serve, as Heidi was sharing, like the expectations. Who am I going to meet? Who can I add value to?
Who can I add value to today?
Yeah, and how can I be grateful?
Question.
Yeah,
I think when we first meet a lot of people, especially when we were working together day in and day out in an environment where we were serving at that company together, right? Doing breakthrough experiences in groups and empowerment groups and all these things. The consensus was like, well, that can't be real. You can't be that positive and happy and excited to talk to people, and that's something not right about that, because nobody's like that.
Well, and especially in that environment.
In that environment when people are not feeling positive, they're feeling
they
drained.
always used, or not
a
always,
substance
a substance to feel good. So here we are.
I don't feel great. Let me get my thing in me so I can feel better. And I have to tell you, that's a decision. Our attitude every day is like, and it's kind of discrediting to think that it's just organic all the time. Some days it is organic, where it just, wow, you just, after training yourself into this attitude, I think that it becomes organic.
We get addicted to
the payoff.
Yeah, and feeling good.
There's
like
such a payoff to feel good. And, people would criticize us, right? And say, wow, that can't be real. There must be a fakeness there put on. But it's a decision every day that I wake up and I say, I'm going to decide today to let my eyes see the good, let my ears hear what I need to hear, let my heart feel what I need to feel, let this day unfold as if it was meant for me, right? To learn a lesson I need to learn, to have an experience, or to add value to another human being. And that's a decision. That's a way of, it's a spiritual practice. Positivity isn't like an organic thing. Oh, she's so happy and she's probably positive. Oh, no, it's a spiritual practice. Just like love is a spiritual practice. Love is a verb, not a feeling. Positivity is a verb, not a feeling. And it's things that we have to do no matter how we feel sometimes, right? And
the stuff of any emotions we have are verbs. They're not, they don't verbs. Happen to us. We're doing something.
We do
consistently. Yeah. And that's where, we a lot of work we do is de-patterning, like uncovering what are the states, the feelings that are getting in the way, and then how to recreate the genuine, authentic positivity, confidence, certainty, all those experiences. I want to circle back to what you shared as far as some of the people who maybe didn't, who thought we were a little,
fun of us. So
I don't know about that.
Or doubted.
Well, yeah, not just question. Let's just say question.
Okay.
The reason why I say that is because what I've noticed is going out, and I've actually kind of had this thought last night because of what one of the guys said to me, just the idea of mastery. But I realized that, like, even in networking, that especially someone like me who shows up, I can be, loud in colors and otherwise. But I think there's an element of the more, and this is something to be prepared for, so again, stuff we train, is the more you show up like that, consistently positive and all of that, there are going to be some people who question that. And they're like, oh, no one can be that happy all the time. I'm not sure I want to work with this person because they're affronting or whatever. And I guess what I'm getting at is some of the thing about networking is, as one of the strategies that we're using, is it gives people a chance to really see the consistency.
Just like this morning thing.
Right.
There's no accident that we show up here every single morning. It's that we want to build a relationship with you. That we want you to see the consistency in us and to be able to trust that when we come on here, this is the deal, right? The real deal. And are we always feeling positive? Are we always, no, again, it's a verb. So we have to find it, like, sometimes it's outside influences, right? Where you have the intention to have such positive, hey, Sue, love you too. That grandbaby, oh my gosh, so cute. We miss you. Outside influences can be like, you have that positivity. How do you maintain that state? We did another live about how to maintain that state around the negativity, but I had a dream last night that almost took me out. before I even opened my eyes, right? Like I had the weirdest dream last night that my dad, some of you know, was an alcoholic, and I had him in the treatment center where I taught empowerment and dysfunctional family dynamics, and had him in the classes with me. And he went through treatment and sat, and he was a student where I was a teacher. And I had 3 months with him in this place. Anyway, long story short, you know, he didn't survive. Okay. After he went home, he went back right into his regular life, and he didn't make it. And if you want to see a video on like the whole real story of that on my YouTube channel, there is that story about my dad. So check it out if you're interested in that, or, you know, it can help somebody, because it is very helpful. But anyway, last night I had this dream that my dad was at my grandma's house, and we were, you know, he was out of treatment, and all of a sudden he came walking up, and I knew he was drunk. And all of a sudden I got so upset in my dream, and he was with a bunch of other friends. I just remember crying hysterically, like, because he'd relapsed, and going, no, like a movie, right? And it was like this guttural cry in the wilderness, like, that nobody heard, but my dad and his friends that he was drinking with were laughing at me as I was crying my eyes out. And it was so traumatic, this dream. And then within the dream, I had this epiphany moment, and I went, oh, I'm making my dad's behavior about me. My dad's behavior has nothing to do with me. I'm taking it personally. My dad relapsed. It has nothing to do with me. And I walked outside to where he was and said, you need to go back to treatment. It was so weird. Like, but
well,
that's the trick to
level
life.
of
Embodiment.
Conscious mastery.
I have mastered the skill, and that's so great. And you said that this morning. I guess I am just thinking that now. That is the message of mastery. Thank God for that, because that's my life's work, is to help people who are inundated with toxic or dysfunctional people to maintain that air of peace, even when the shit is hitting the fan and other people are still sick. Right? Because you deserve to be healthy and happy and whole, whether or not the people around you are well or they're not. Whether the company you're in is toxic, and doesn't have to be addiction. It could be just a toxic company. It could be a toxic child that's not with you anymore. But learning how to maintain your positivity and your decision to be in charge of your own happiness is a skill to master. And I'm going to tell you, your life is never the same once you master that skill. It's like nothing. I like to call it, and Doug doesn't like when I swear, but I call it becoming un-F-withable, right? Because nothing can shake you. Nobody can, and that's the place that I really want people to get in, right? Because I know that, man, wow, the difference. Everybody used to shake me, rattle me, and knock me off of my positivity, you know, my positivity pedestal. It wasn't really pedestal, but pedestal, you know what I mean? But still. Okay.
So, yeah. So what are you guys grateful for? Well, not so many people left, but we have here, good morning, Nancy, Deb.
If you're watching the replay, make a comment when you come in and let us know. We want to know, what are you thankful for today? What's a decision you can make about not letting somebody else take you out of your game today? And what are you grateful for? Every night before we go to bed, I do this with Ellie, like her gratitude. And we need to start doing it in the morning too. Just waking up saying, oh, wow, what am I so grateful for? And what am I expecting today? What am I excited about?
Yep. Stop it.
Hold on, let me see. Ellie, do you want to come say hi?
Let's see if Ellie's going to say hi. And yeah, the other thing is, if you can, if you want to find our YouTube channels, just search us. We have Revolutionary Growth TV, Heidi's channel and my channel, because what we do is we put these up there as well as other stuff. So we want to be able to consistently be available and add value.
Come here, little one. Oh my goodness. Say good morning. Whoops.
Oh,
let's put these right
eating.
Here. Say good morning.
Yeah.
We're talking about being grateful. Do you have something that you do to be grateful?
I want to be like, I want to listen to Taylor.
Well, that's good. That's your intention today. You know, at nighttime before we go to bed, what do we do?
Sleep.
Right before we sleep, do we say something to each other?
I love you.
We always say, I love you. Do I ask you what you're grateful for today? And what do you say?
I'm grateful for you.
Oh, I'm grateful for you too. You're just getting over being sick? Yeah, but you feel better today, right? Okay. Do you want to say anything?
Can you pack my lunchbox?
I did pack your lunchbox, baby. It's delicious. Yeah. Do you want to say anything else to your friends?
I love you. I love you.
All
right.
Just warming up.
Warming her up this morning. Okay. All right, guys. Well, we hope you have an excellent day today. Stay in your gratitude.
We
And
love you.
Don't let
for
anybody take you out.
who you are and who you aren't.
Bye-bye.
Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Boo-boo.
Boo-boo.